This is your servant Apostle Emmanuel David II, who presents to you, humanity does not ensure, that is to say those who claim to be Christ do not play their true role. In this dark, black, apparently erotic night, Christ-like humanity bathes in this paradoxically coruscating and truant luminous clarity that barely erases the dantesque vaporous blur. The atmosphere is devoid of oxygen and lacks fire. This vibrant cavalcade, as ethereal as it is dissolute, has only one goal: to hide the endless nonsense of this apparently impavid or phlegmatic Christ-like humanity which has decided to accommodate itself to the concupiscent worldly humanity which seems to assume it because of the vernacular ingratitude of the sheep. Christic humanity does not assure, it struts in this ignoble plot where it leads a life of Epicurean consonance dimensioning, to put a vibrant pressure on the limb of the two columns of the world which support the earth, the fuel not being prepared to produce fire. This sardinapesque, even lustful, humanity imposes on Christ's sheep a candid twilight in this chimerical bubble, swathed in this Austerlitz sun, in this cryptic abyss which obscures the slung den, which gives them no chance of accessing the entire truth because self-renunciation is not possible. Christ-like humanity does not take responsibility, it has rushed straight into the telluric paradigm saddled with concupiscence. Forgetting that once upon a time a God came down to earth and sacrificed himself to free humans from this prison where the sheep pusillanimous Christists cruelly lack the faith and the courage to face this freedom, because Christ does not live in them. Thus, like a madman in a drunken state, the conjectured sheep console themselves for this life full of stupidity in this chimerical bubble which cannot feed on the affection of the Spirit on earth. This conjectural necessity allows the carnal to feed the sting by securing their ego on Mother Earth, away from fervent prayer, outside the presence of God. The liberated human cannot assume and appropriate the Christ sacrifice, he gives the false illusion of living, but in a universe without truth, without life and without true light outside the presence of God. Which brings humans closer to the carnal pole of this cinnamon which sows these universal rituals, investigation of a life fulfilled in the peace and happiness of the dulcaquicole beings who expose their magical, idyllic, ecliptic, sometimes sardonic genius which reminds us of humanity as it passes through the age of fish, in these eschatological times outside the upper room. Here, the Christ sheep seem merged with the limb of the lambs and the sheep which appear almost real, however they are bleeding and carnivorous infiltrated and well installed in the body of Christ and who live from the affection of the flesh delivering the blows weak-willed and hedonistic stuffed, to say that they are there, and this is the moment that the light of God must embrace the world. Those who still have the names in the Book of Emanation or the true papyrus Book of Life Heavenly, and who are predestined to experience the affection of the Spirit, do not manage to mature their spirit, voluntarily excluding themselves from life and truth. Humanity is not sure and is not prepared to usher in the fire of the new revival. The atmosphere is without oxygen and lacks fire, because of the vernacular ingratitude of the sheep. Self-denial is not possible, because Christ does not live in them, far from fervent prayer, they cannot produce the Christ fire. In these eschatological times, they are far from the upper room, so the fire of God cannot embrace the world, to usher in the fire of the new revival. It is your servant, Apostle Dr. Emmanuel David II. In short, by summarizing the last 7 words of the 11 scriptural paragraphs, we sediment the paragraph at the end. Thanks.